INEC guideline. Yesterday evening, campaign has been lifted, and all the presidential candidates have been up and doing to see that how to convince their supporters. Then one of the leading presidential candidates, Mr. Atiku, who said in 2022 that he's going to remove fuel subsidy in his first 100 days in office, came out to say that if elected, he's going to restore the fuel subsidy. As an advocate, a leading advocate of Mr. President, what will you say to that?
I disagree with you that Atiku is one of the leading candidates. I disagree with you. We have only one leading candidate, and that's the Ahmed Bola. I have told people this will be the easiest election. Why did I say so? I'm saying so because you have no position. This is not merely because parties have presented their candidates. No position is united to say, really, we want to move this up that power. And so, for me, I see that there was no position in 2022 than now. And as I say that 2027 is gone. It's gone because you don't have any position that want to wrestle power from the government. Now let me also tell you, and that's why we need to ask ourselves, the integrity and consistency of leadership. For Atiku, who is confused, who acts like a voodoo economist, Atiku will say anything just to be president. This was a man in 2022 that he was going to remove the fuel subsidy because it was a fraud. Now in 2026, he was not going to remove the fuel subsidy. He's still going back to the fraud, which he had alleged that fuel subsidy was. We should be able to be consistent in what we send to our people. We should know what leadership is all about. Leadership is not you coming out, you say one thing in the morning, in the afternoon, you say a different thing. In the night, you're talking about a different thing. That is not it. If Atiku should be fair, today, under the Petroleum Act, under the Petroleum Industry Act, NNPC has been fully commercialized. It's now a limited liability company. It's no longer the sole importer or producer of fuel. It's not. Unlike what it used to be. Is it going to give fuel subsidy in the Dangote refinery? The fuel produced by Dangote refinery? It's not going to be possible. That people, they simply do. All I thought you would have argued. Yes, I still believe in the removal of fuel subsidy. And I think that the service made would have been utilized in this way or that way. In that case, look at that's okay. It's making a point here. Maybe government have done that utilizing this service in this area. But to say one thing in 2022, then in the next few years, they are saying, who is misleading who? And that's why I tell you, we Nigerians, we should stop, listening to people just not today. How can you say you want to be president of the country? You can never be consistent. You say whatever not, let the people hear. Let them vote me in. I just want to be president. Whatever I cook or cook, it doesn't matter. In any case, you won't be. Because Nigerians have known that he does not believe in the survival of this country. The policy taking by Mr. President to vote for person. And look at what you just said. Look at the savings. And how the money was shared amongst the tiers of the government. It might be hopes on us to go back to ask our local government, ask our states what we're able to use the funds for. But the Minister of Finance came back categorically